If you saw me doing that in a vehicle, outside your police station, parked there, idling on double yellows, on my phone, with the engine on, you'd come up and give me a ticket straight away.
I wouldn't.
Well, you wouldn't, but she probably would if she pulled up and seen me doing that. Now, the first thing I noticed was this police car stopped on double yellow lines, idling his engine on his mobile phone. Your engine's on and you're on your mobile phone. Are you on the phone to emergency services right now?
Sorry?
Are you on the phone to emergency services right now?
I'm waiting for a prisoner to come out.
Okay, then you should have your engine off while you're on the phone. Unless you're on the phone to emergency services or paying at a drive-through, it's a criminal offence, isn't it? So he's just going to continue with his engine on. KX69DYH. That's the first thing, straight away. Straight off the bat. Dear. So let's see if I can get his number or name. It is PC224 Dixon.
We are in Northampton at a criminal justice center. The auditor spots a police vehicle doing something that would usually get a regular citizen a fine, idling on double yellow lines while the driver is on a handheld device. What follows isn't just a ticket dispute. It's a look at how officers respond when their colleagues are the ones breaking the rules. Watch how the auditor documents the evidence before making contact, ensuring everything is on record before the interaction begins.
And he's just going to continue sitting there on his mobile phone with the engine running. So he's admitted on footage that he's not on the phone to emergency services. So what we'll do is wait for another constable. We'll report it and see if they're going to do anything about it. Yeah, the exceptions are paying at a drive-through and being on the phone to emergency services. Other than that, under the new laws, you should not be touching your phone whilst your engine is running. Whether you're parked or not, your engine should be off. Just saw him go over his radio. We shall wait and see.
Generally, idling on double yellow lines while using a phone is a traffic offense unless there is a specific emergency exemption. The officer appears to admit he isn't on an emergency call, which creates a clear tension point when a public servant is caught apparently skirting the rules they enforce. Their reaction often reveals a lot about their professionalism. The auditor decides to escalate this, not by shouting, but by finding a supervisor to report it.
Sorry, are you a police officer?
Pardon?
Are you a police officer?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. This police officer here is parked on double yellows with his engine running, and he was on his phone as well, which are all offences.
Have you made a complaint at the moment?
I'm doing that now to you, sir.
Okay, give me 1 moment.
Okay, thank you.
I'll let you jump in. I need a cigarette. Well, if you want a cigarette, you can get a cigarette, then you might have to go. Like, when it's actually I'll get it now. I don't think it's not on there. You can have one or you can get a taxi away. You want to get in? Hold on, mate. It's going to be one second.
So he said give him 1 second, and we'll see if he actually comes back or not. Or whether he's going to do the thin blue line thing.
Hi mate, you alright?
Oh yeah, yes
My name's
sir.
Chris Forshaw, I'm calling on this 980, are you alright?
982, yeah, thank you.
No,
Christopher.
980.
980.
Yeah, 980.
980.
So, what I'd recommend, best solution at the moment, because
Yep.
I'm dealing with a live prisoner in custody.
Okay.
I would say if you've got a complaint,
Yeah.
what you've seen, if you've got it on video as
Yeah,
well, 101's probably the best shout.
Right.
And to put a complaint through, if it's easier, it's probably best to do it online. That could be a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
But that's what I'd recommend at the moment.
Have you got an inquiry desk here at the...
We don't know.
No?
Our closest inquiry desk from here, unfortunately I'm not from the county,
Right.
I think it would be Western Fable,
Western Fable, okay.
Campbell Square.
Campbell Square,
So
cool.
the Campbell Square is in the town centre,
Yep.
and they may have a station that you could knock at. I don't know if they've got an active one all the time.
Right, okay.
Probably like a floaty one, but Fable should have someone man.
Is that
woman.
Fable or Fable?
Western Fable.
Western Fable,
Yeah,
okay,
so
cool.
it's an NN3 postcode, so it's on the eastern side of Northampton.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, they've normally got somebody there until 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
The auditor attempts to report the issue to other officers on site. Typically, police have a duty to investigate reported offenses regardless of who commits them. However, notice the immediate pivot to bureaucracy here. Instead of addressing the visible infraction nearby, the focus shifts to administrative hurdles and online forms. It suggests a reluctance to hold a colleague accountable right now, but the auditor persists to see if they will do their job.
Quite rude, obviously. I went up and asked him, why he's parked on double yellows on his phone with his engine running. He just rolled his window and said, I can't be asked for this, and just sat there idling, which is an offence, on his phone with the engine on, which is an offence, and parked on double yellows. It's not acceptable. You're literally outside a police station as well, and then obviously that van parks up on double yellows to serve the police here, and they do nothing about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, if I was part of a complaints team,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I'd be able to manage that.
Yeah.
And
But I
maybe some
understand.
sort of solution.
I understand that you're busy, yeah.
It's not that I'm busy, it's just I'm not part of a complaints team.
Okay, fair enough.
We deal with investigation, but from somebody in custody usually.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm dealing with today.
No worries. Well, I appreciate your
That's all right, no
professionalism,
worries.
and have a
All
good
right,
day.
Take care. Have a good day.
You're telling her all about the offences you committed? All the offences that you committed? Confessing? Is he confessing all his offences to you? No? Shall I enlighten you instead? Pardon?
What I'd say, instead of aggravating the situation,
Yeah.
I'd probably say if you...
Yeah.
you've
Well,
seen
I'm seeing
what's
if this lady can take it instead. So you said you're not part of the complaints team.
that's a response officer, so they respond to emergency incidents, okay?
But if even a response
So,
officer,
what I've
if
let
they
me
witness
explain, let me
something,
explain
she's
again.
literally witnessing
What I'm
it
going
and
to
doing
explain
nothing.
again, stop talking for me.
Don't tell me to stop talking.
so-
You can politely request, but you don't tell me to stop talking. That's
I have at
rude.
this point, okay? So, reason
You can't
being,
tell me to stop talking.
You don't have to accept
I
my
don't.
request.
No, I don't. It
you
wasn't a
don't.
request, was it? It was a
What
directive.
the best solution is,
Very rude.
is to go through to our county complaints team.
Yes, you've told me all of that. Yeah.
We did. So that lady is not part of our complaints team.
But she's
Okay.
just witnessed it firsthand, so she can
So-
actually act it on it. Well,
So-
apart from the fact he's idling on double yellow lines, both
I know.
offences.
But
So
you
yes,
didn't
you
say that
have.
to me either, and you were happy with my solution.
This conversation highlights a common friction point, the perception of a civilian versus police double standard. The officer claims to be too busy with a prisoner, yet spends significant time arguing the point. Professionalism usually involves de-escalating or simply accepting the report, but here the officer seems to be defending the status quo. Watch how the auditor uses the officer's own logic against him regarding his availability.
Pardon?
Okay, you were happy with my solution, and I spoke to
You said you're
her.
dealing with a prisoner. That's why.
complained about the cafe to you as well then?
Pardon?
You complained about cafe to
I have. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I've recommended the places to go and make a complaint to, and I've also given you two other solutions,
Mm-hmm.
which is one via phone and the second one via online. As I've recommended, the online could be slightly faster, and
Yes.
it's easier if you've got a smartphone
Yes.
as well.
Yes. Recommended, but and I appreciate your
Okay, because
recommendations.
this is a response officer, okay? So at the moment, this lady will normally have some sort of job deployed to, or she's waiting for a job to be deployed to.
Well, while she's
Okay.
waiting, she could take the officer's details and raise the log, couldn't she?
But I can do that, and you didn't ask me to do that either.
Well, you said you're busy with the prisoner.
Yeah.
She's sat here in a vehicle.
Okay.
It's a bit different, isn't it?
And
you.
unfortunately,
It's not my job to deal with it. I've not witnessed anything, and just the same as
So you didn't see him idling on double yellow lines?
unfortunately, sir,
That's not a
if
criminal offence.
Idling your vehicle is a criminal offence. Well, no. Take his details and log the crime, and raise the
Did
crime.
you
Take
take
his
his
details.
collar
Yes, I have.
did you take the VRM of the vehicle
Yes.
as well? Okay, and you've taken the location as well?
Yes.
And time and date?
Yeah.
Okay, So, and you've got it on visually recorded evidence as well. So, essentially, you've got all the evidence you need.
Yeah, but then it's that thing of why did nobody do anything about
And
it
what we
when
then
they
need to
witness
do
it?
is we then need to raise that incident, because if you believe it's an incident...
If you saw me doing that in a vehicle, outside your police station, parked there, idling on double yellows, on my phone, with the engine on, you'd come up and give me a ticket straight away.
I wouldn't.
Well, you wouldn't, but she probably would if she pulled up and seen me doing that.
Based on something on probably... isn't good enough at the moment.
Why not? That's what you guys do all the time.
I would have done that, and I wouldn't have, because it would be down to my discretion at the time, and it would be the same for this officer as well. It would be that lady's discretion.
Right.
Okay.
The officer introduces the concept of discretion, which is valid in policing but often feels inconsistent to the public. The guiding principle here is equality before the law. If a citizen did this, a ticket is likely. For an officer, it's just a conversation. The auditor presses this point perfectly, forcing the officer to explain why the rules seem to bend for the badge, leading to a surprising admission. Stick around, because in just a moment the officer walks right into a trap about hypothetical crimes that exposes a massive double standard you won't want to miss.
So, as I said, you've got the visually recorded evidence, you've got the officer's collar number, you felt what was being done today was wrong, and you believe it's an offence to do that.
Well, I don't believe it is, as the legislation says it is. It's not that I believe it.
And you say it's a fact that this person was committing an offence, and it was a police officer on duty in a marked vehicle with the collar number, and you said this is wrong. And if you believe that's wrong and you say it is wrong, raise that concern. But
that's what I was about to do.
What we need to do is we need to raise that concern through the correct channel, and this is not the correct channel.
Well, why not?
Because I've given you the correct channel again.
Okay. There's nothing that they can do.
You're not a paramedic though. You're a police constable.
Exactly.
So,
and I've got no powers over him. I haven't witnessed him doing anything.
So you didn't. So you're saying outright you did not witness that vehicle idling on double yellow lines.
I don't know if his engine was on. He was stopped there. He was about to pick up a prisoner and take them home.
So can we? Is it best to probably raise it, because at the moment we're going around in circles and we're not giving you an end solution here. And ultimately, if you see something is wrong, I agree. I'd want a solution to that as well. Okay. So aligning with you, saying, okay, if that's what you've done, I've understood with you, and I've been polite and professional throughout. I've given you my collar number as well.
Until you started trying to give me directives, telling me to stop talking.
Well,
that was
moment,
rude.
When you've asked for something, and
well, yeah, but I was done with my conversation with you. You came back.
I have come back because you've then gone to another officer to raise the exact same concern. We are of the same rank, and if my solution isn't if I've provided you a solution that isn't with me, that officer's going to do the same thing as well.
Not necessarily.
It is.
Not necessarily. As you said, you wouldn't do something because it's down to discretion. So, so it would have been down her. That would have been down to her discretion as well. So your discretion is not the same as her discretion.
We see a circular argument tactic here. The officer insists on a specific complaints procedure rather than dealing with the active situation in front of him. While policy might dictate formal complaints, it often looks like avoidance to the average viewer. The auditor realizes he is being stonewalled by procedure, but keeps his cool, letting the officer talk himself into a corner regarding what he witnessed.
And the best way to get what clearly has upset you or maybe frustrated you today is to go through the correct channel to get that resolved. And what you're doing right now is not going to get your solution resolved. The issue resolved, sorry.
Okay. But again, it's that thing of, if I did that outside here, I would be ticketed.
That wasn't your problem. Your problem was the officer doing it. And that's what you told me.
Yes, but again, if
right
I did
now,
that, then
we don't want to go with an if, we want to go with a fact. And you seem quite a factual person. So let's not go with an if and make it conditional. Let's go with what we've actually got at hand. Okay? And what we've got at hand is what you've explained to me today. So I'm not going to base it on a situation that could happen. Let's base it on a situation that has happened.
Right.
Okay? So you've got the correct channel to go through. Please, could you go through that channel?
Okay, so I'll go get a vehicle, I'll park it there and idle it and go on my phone, and then you guys can raise it through the correct channels because you guys won't do anything about it. That's fine, no problem. All right, I'll go get my vehicle and I'll just sit here idling on my phone.
Okay.
And you guys can just walk by and do nothing about it.
And potentially that could happen.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Sure it would.
But it could. And
yeah, but let's not talk about could. Let's not talk about what could happen.
Well, pop your vehicle there then. If that's what you would like to do, I don't recommend you do that. I don't advise you to do that.
No, I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to stoop to his level. But
that's fine. But I don't advise you to do that. Of course, I'm not going to stop you from doing it, but I can't. My advice is please don't do that.
And you can't stop me from asking every constable that I meet along the way the same question. No, unfortunately. You give me your recommendations. Fine, appreciate it.
That's the best way.
And that's fine. And I'll take your recommendations on board, but I will still do things how I see fit to do them.
If I reported something, I would hope that to get the best possible outcome, I want to go through the best possible channel. And the channels that you've gone through today, from any marked vehicle or any person that works at this station, isn't the correct team. That team don't work at this station.
This is a classic auditor flip. By proposing to do the exact same action, idling on double yellows, the auditor tests the officer's integrity. It highlights that the act itself is illegal, not just the person doing it. The officer's hesitation to say he would ignore a citizen doing the same thing speaks volumes about the perceived bias in enforcement. It gets uncomfortable when the hypocrisy is laid bare.
So nobody here will do anything about
In
an
terms
offence
of
in
complaint,
terms of that.
and raising that complaint and actually giving you an outcome, not from this station.
So she can literally just get our notepad out, take down my details, log the offence, get back to me. It could be that quick and simple. I could literally tell her my collar. I could tell them the collar number now. The offence is. Why not?
No.
Because she's a response officer. But so a response officer, if she responding to a crime, wouldn't be able to log a crime. Of course she can. A constable has the power to log a crime. It's not that she can't; it's that she won't.
Yeah, because
and that's the difference.
The police force, because it's another police officer as well. We have a way to do things, and it's a process. And I've raised that process.
Have a way to do things. Go through the online channels. Fob us off with.
Not necessarily.
It's exactly what happens.
Wasn't there?
Yeah. Okay. Ring 101. Yes. Yeah. Ring 101.
And the last one.
What was the other one? No, I can't remember the last one now.
The last one, I'll remind you of it. It was to go to a actual open.
Oh,
police
to the
station.
open police station. Yeah.
So that's just as Western Fable.
Yeah.
As I said, that's probably the easiest one. If you actually wanted to see somebody in person, I think they work until about 4ish.
Again.
Western Fable police station. The people at the front desk.
Yeah, 4.
It's about 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then the other station, I don't know if it's always got somebody there, but Campbell Square.
As a constable, regardless of what team you work for,
yes.
right, you have a duty to uphold your oath, right, which is to act fairly, impartiality, act with integrity.
Absolutely.
Ignoring a crime just because it's not part of your team and your force or your task force, whatever it is ignoring parts of your oath. And can actually be classed as malfeasance in public office, not acting on your duties to the harm or benefit of another person.
The conversation shifts to the police oath of impartiality. Generally, officers promise to serve without favor. Yet this interaction seems to favor the colleague over the law. It's a powerful rhetorical move by the auditor. Instead of getting angry, he appeals to their professional code, making the refusal to act look even more unreasonable. Watch how the officer tries to deflect this ethical obligation back to the process.
I'll go to Western Fable, seeing as that's where the officer... Are you recording me?
Yeah.
Is there a reason you didn't notify me in line with your policies?
Have you notified me that you're
I don't have policies to follow, you do. Thing is, I can request that under GDPR and Data Protection Act. If I don't know that I've been recorded because you haven't notified me, how am I supposed to exercise my right to access that footage?
Well, you can ring in and they can link it to the internet.
Yes, but again, but if I don't know that I've been recorded and I don't know there's footage to request, how would I do that? Because I wouldn't even know I've been recorded. Exactly. So follow your policies, please. Notify members of the public when you start recording them.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your time. Hopefully, I've given you an answer to, or
Not
some
a
sort of given you maybe some
not a
guidance.
satisfactory one. No,
No,
I don't agree with what you said. I think you're both constables. I think you both have the power and the duty under your oath to act on something when you see it happening. Particularly, you said you're busy dealing with a prisoner. You're sat there in a vehicle,
Unfortunately,
not directly. If you turned your blues on and had to shoot off, I'd be like, all right, fair enough. You've got more important things to do.
I'm on a pace clock with that
Yeah.
suspect.
Yeah, of course. You've got 24 hours. Then go. Be gone.
Okay. And I've simply just helped a custody sergeant out to facilitate that journey home for that person. And I've just noticed yourself, and I thought I would just make contact and connect with you.
Sure.
For that.
Yeah.
But hopefully,
Yeah.
I know that it's maybe not the answer you would be given, but
No.
from what I've been told and the knowledge that I've got, that was the correct process to give you.
No, that's a process, and that's the process we got fobbed off with, so constables don't have to deal with it, even though, again...
Well, that was the guidance I've got.
Yeah, under their obligation of that oath.
If it was myself, I would want to, if I have a complaint or I raise a concern, I'd want to go to a team that specialise in that concern or that complaint.
Now notice the shift regarding the body-worn camera. Policy generally requires officers to announce when they begin recording, supporting transparency. The officer admits he didn't announce it, claiming he has no policy to follow, which seems inconsistent with standard operating procedures. This moment underscores the importance of knowing your rights and data protection laws. as the auditor effectively questions why the officer is hiding the recording.
Because that way, I've got a team that specialises in that. They're aware of that. They deal with that daily potentially, and they can give you the best possible outcome.
I'm sorry, for any constable, I'd like to think that getting details from somebody to raise issue of idling on a phone on double yellows is pretty basic stuff. I don't think you'd need specialists for that. Obviously, you have.
I don't want to discredit those people because
no, I'm not saying there aren't specialists for it. Obviously, you have the road teams and that, but you know, it's something that. I think it's quite common knowledge about not being on your phone while your engine's running, especially with the new law that's recently come out. There's a lot of publicity around it.
It'd be a specialist team.
All right then.
Yeah, I can't say exactly what team specifically. I'm pretty sure it goes through a complaints team, and then if there's something that involves the police officer, it potentially goes to our professional standards team, also known as PSD. But again, they are not based at this station either. Okay, so. In terms of people at this station, for example, the chief constable, he doesn't work at this station either.
No, I'd rather. I'll avoid PSD. I'll go straight to IOPC, to be honest.
Yeah,
PSD's internal, IOPC's independent. So yeah, we won't be getting PSD involved. We'll go straight to IOPC.
Yeah, okay.
So,
but yeah, hopefully you sort of have a slightly better day without any issues.
Hopefully,
yeah.
Hopefully I'll meet some constables that are willing to uphold their oath. But there we go. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.
What was your name, by the way?
I didn't give it, did I?
No, that's what I said. What was your name? As a question.
You said, well, yeah.
You said, nice to meet you. You said, my name's Chris, as I said.
Yes, you did, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to give any details. Thank you.
Alright. Cool. No worries, bud. Alright. There you go. Alright. Yeah, cool. What time you guys off? But yeah, I'll get back. I think we're probably going to. See you later. See you later.
Yeah, we were two constables that didn't uphold the oath, one constable violating laws that aren't going to do anything about it. I follow this public footpath, and that constable that just I was talking to is now just watched me go into the car park. So I noticed while I was talking to those officers, they have a slogan on their cars: fighting crime and protecting people. Doesn't seem like they're very good at the fighting crime aspect of that job. Yeah, the vehicles themselves, no rubbish laying around in them, which is good. Let's have a wander around, have a look for some marked vehicles. Pardon? I'm not parking. Thank you. Pardon?
Can you now leave?
Was that a lawful request?
Yes.
What law am I breaking by being here?
You're filming car parks in this car park.
And what law is that? What law is that breaking?
Trespassing. You need to leave.
And what is trespass a criminal matter? Is it? Is that a criminal offence? See, it's funny because when you think I'm doing something illegal, you come and accost me, but you were too busy to deal with these sorts of things 2 minutes ago when I reported an officer committing offences.
The auditor eventually moves to the car park, triggering a trespass warning immediately after the complaint was ignored. 3 takeaways here. First, calm persistence often exposes more than aggression ever could. Second, discretion is frequently used to shield colleagues from scrutiny. Third, always know the difference between policy and law. The officer was quick to police the auditor, but slow to police his peer. Let me know in the comments if you think the officer would have ticketed a regular driver. Subscribe for more breakdowns. This video is educational, not legal advice. Always check local laws.